Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel Amita2. Thanks a lot for joining me on the best tattoo content channel out there. This video I will talk all about the process, the meaning, uh, explain about the pain, the cost, and answer all your guys' questions about the process of the back piece tattoo that I got done by Dasha Chehamova last week. Alright, so while I'm talking, I will be showing you guys now a video of the back piece. As you can guys see, the back piece is already healed. I'm very happy with how it looks and with the final result. Alright, so the first thing I will be talking about is the process of contacting the studio and scheduling the appointments for the whole back piece. So the first time I've contacted the manager of the studio in order to schedule the appointments with Dasha was on May 2019, over a year and a half ago. Although her waiting list isn't that long, but I was traveling for a while in South America, and then the corona came, so her waiting list is usually around 3-4 months, something like that, because she doesn't schedule further appointments, but she's very famous for her specific special style, so I was very happy that I was able to get this piece done by her. About the process of making the design, I have firstly made a few designs by myself. I will now show you guys the few of the designs I have made. And on the first appointment with Dasha, I showed her the design, and I told her what is the most important things for me in it, and that I want the specific animals, specific aspects in it, whatever it represents for me. And she made better design flows together the best way that she could. Next question I had from you guys is clarifying exactly how many days in a row, how many days break did we have. So at the beginning we had 4 days in a row, then we had 9 days break, and another 5 days in a row. It was pretty tough. In a moment I will explain about the pain. Firstly, I want to say that every day we started around 10 a.m. and finished between 5 to 10 p.m. and every hour or so we had a very short break of like 5 minutes or something like that, and one longer break during lunch of about 20-30 minutes. So eventually I think we had every day around 7 hours of tattooing. So yeah, that's the answer for that. About the pain, right? So firstly I want to say that it was tough. I know that most of you guys are thinking that I'm crazy and you don't understand how I was able to go through it. So, firstly, maybe most of you guys won't believe me, but I didn't use any painkillers, any numbing creams, nothing. I was just telling myself all the time, it's all up here in your head, pain does not exist. Dasha's work is to make art, and she doesn't have to deal with crybabies. You have to deal with it yourself. So, yeah, but I guess not everybody can do that, and if someone asked me, I wouldn't recommend him or her do the same thing, but I would definitely do same thing over and over again. Like the next time I go and get a big piece, we do the same. I'm fine with it, although it is tough. It wasn't fun all the way. Uh, what helped me to go through the pain is my mentality. I'm very used to. I'm an athlete, a gymnast myself, and I'm used to suffer to a lot of pain, and my pain tolerance is very high, and I'm used to telling myself just a little more. You can go through it. It will be all fine. And I won't lie, it was a constant psychological war. Every day I told myself, right, one more day. In another day, we go past the middle of the whole project. And the next day, we have just 3 more days, and then 2 more days. So, yeah, I guess I'm a little crazy, but yeah. Also, most of the time I was listening to music and was trying to concentrate on nothing else but my breathing and the music. Telling myself, I feel nothing, it's all gonna be fun, and it worked. If you ask me what I was listening to, then it was always rock and metal. Specific bands I was listening to are Falling in Reverse, Memphis Mayfire, Dead by April. What else? Nightwish, mm, Dream on Dreamer, Shinedown, New Year's Day, and that's about it. Maybe I was talking nonsense for you guys right now, but if you guys are into this kind of music, then let me know in the comments below. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is a chart of the most painful areas in the back, according to my experience, nothing but that. So here's the chart. You can look at it while I'm talking. So the worst areas were the very upper part of the spine, like the backward side of the neck, and in this specific area I felt like it's really hard to breathe, and like it's shaking my head, and it wasn't fun, this part. And also towards the end, uh, both sides on the lower part close to the rib cage. I think, I'm pretty sure it's because it's the connection between the back and the rib cage, but maybe the lower part was also tougher on me because it was towards the end and I was sore already. Also, 9 days break weren't that long, so even after the 9 days, it was harder to go back to it. The first 4 days I was all good with it. It wasn't easy, but I was all good with the pain. Then when we got back to it, the next fifth, sixth, fifth and sixth day were fine, and then on the seventh and eighth, it was really, really tough towards the end of the seventh and eighth day. I was feeling the pain very, very much. And then the ninth day was just psychological telling myself, we are finishing it all today. I don't care whatever happens. I can use all my energies left and just finish with it. So it wasn't that bad. Uh, Besides the upper part of the spine and both sides on the lower part close to the rib cage, the scapula was also a little tougher around the bone of the scapula, and other than that, around the whole spine, along the whole spine was a little more painful, and besides that, it was really not that bad. So next question I had is how much did the whole project cost? Alright, so including tipping, Dasha and Pavel, the manager of Sky Tattoo Dome, which by the way I'm linking them both pages on Instagram in the description below. It was around 12,000 USD. I know it's not cheap, but comparing to 9 full days with an artist famous and talented as Dasha, I think art has no price, and I'm very happy with the final result, so I think it was worth any penny. And the next subject I'm gonna talk about is healing. I'm not gonna describe too much about how I'm treating my tattoos while I'm healing, because in the future I will make a video specifically about that. But I'm gonna say that I'm gonna talk about sleeping and working out and shower. So sleep. I was using bed pads during the first 4 days to cover my whole back to make sure nothing touches it, and I was actually sleeping on my back, although it's not that recommended while getting your whole back tattooed because it's not comfortable. You would feel pain and itchiness, and it shouldn't be that comfortable, but I was trying so much to sleep on my stomach, but I just couldn't get used to it. So just had to suffer the pain, and it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad. And I'm using Hustle Butter as a tattoo aftercare because, as my experience, it heals my tattoos way faster. And also, I prefer something organic and something natural without chemicals. So that's me. But do whatever you do you. And right, the next thing is shower. So it's not fun because I had to shower for almost a whole month in not cold but room temperature water for almost a whole month, because firstly we had the 4 days, then the break, then another 5 days, so the whole process was pretty long, and you want to give it until it ends peeling. You don't want to shower with hot water because it's an open wound and it will burn. So that's about that. Also trying to touch it as least as possible. So as much as I can, I was staying in the apartment shirtless, and it's not too bad. But the cold showers weren't fun because I'm still actually stuck in Poland because Israel has closed the border because they are afraid of the mutations of the corona. So the airports are locked right now. And the weather in here is around minus 10 Celsius degrees Celsius most of the time. So it's not fun, but you get used to it. About working out, I almost didn't work out for 3.5 weeks, which was really hard on me because I'm used to working out 6 to 7 days a week, intense workouts, and it really is a part of who I am. I'm a personal trainer, and sports are really a big part of my life. But the whole process was 18 days, 9 days break, 9 days tattooing, and I worked out until we started, and then a week after we finished, I got back just the past few days. I got back to working out. I brought rings with me, so that's about that. But the thing is, firstly, you don't want to take the risk that it will touch anything dirty, so it won't get any infection. And secondly, you don't want to sweat too much on your new tattoo because it makes some of the ink go out of the skin. So it was pretty hard on me, but I eventually managed to just sit most of the day and do almost nothing for about a week after we finished. Alright, so we have got to the most interesting part of this video, at least that's what I think, the meaning behind the tattoo. So as I'm talking, I will be showing you guys zoomed pictures of the tattoo to specific places, as I'm talking of specific aspects and elements that are in the tattoo. I'll start from top to bottom. So first element I will talk about is the condor, the bird in which is right besides the negative space sun. So the condor is, first of all, I will say that this specific picture reference of a condor that Dasha was using for the design is a photo that I took myself. I will show you guys the picture right now. I took the picture while hiking in Peru, in a very beautiful area, mountain area. It represents a lot to me by being a picture that I took myself, and the condor itself means to me a very powerful and fearless bird and animal. The condor is the second biggest bird in the world, and the bird that flies the highest. It can actually fly up to around 11 kilometers, which is over 2 kilometers above Mount Everest. It's crazy. And they are fearless, they can dive very fast. And the fact that I took this picture in a very beautiful track, a very beautiful area, in a country that I fell in love with, Peru, means a lot to me, means that the connection of nature and tracks to me. And alright, let's move forwards to the negative space sun. So actually, in my designs, as you can see, as you saw in the beginning, I was thinking about putting a compass, but Dasha thought it doesn't flow well together, so she was offering a sun instead of that, and I was thinking to myself, alright, sure, a sun also represents for me something that shows you the way, shows you the light, and the fact that the sun is a negative space makes me feel like I'm the sun. I'm shining towards the outside and showing myself, showing the world the right way to go, at least for me. Alright, from there we go to the mountains in the background. Once again, something that represents for me the love to nature, the love to treks, and I'm trekking a lot, I'm traveling a lot, I love mountaineering, and that's that. The sunset, once again, is something that I see as a very beautiful nature aspect. Alright, so we go downwards to the lioness. The lioness, for me, represents power, fearless, doing whatever you can for your pack, especially for your cubs, to make sure they have whatever you need. Doesn't matter if you are risking yourself, if you even lose your life, whatever happens, go through hunger, you would always do anything you can to make sure your cubs will be fine. So it represents a lot for me as being love towards the people you love, towards the things you love. You would do anything you can for them. There is absolutely no limit, and being really committed to what you're doing in life. All right, so from there we go to the zebra. The zebra means two things for me. Firstly, beauty. I see zebras as a very beautiful animal, and the whole tattoo for me, it was really important that it will show uh, nature as it really is. And as I see it, nature is beautiful and at the same time peaceful and stressful and calm and merciless. And I was trying to show all these kinds of things the in the tattoo, and I think I think you can see all these things. So I'm really happy with the final product, as I said. And the second thing the zebra represents for me is balance. Balance in nature, balance in life, and the way it represents that for me is the balance through the pattern of their coats of the zebras, the balance between the white and the black, the balance between good and bad, the balance between anything in life. Alright, so from there we go to the forest. Forest once again means for me the beauty in nature, the connection I have towards trekking, towards hikes, towards all these animals world that live in the forest, and especially the wolf that you can see is morphing into the forest, which means he is part of the forest. He can't be separated, and the forest can, for me at least, the forest can't exist without him, without who I feel I am, and the wolf can't exist without the forest. So I feel about the same towards nature in my life. And there we go to the wolf. So the wolf is a pack animal, and once again a very powerful animal that would do anything to keep the pack safe. And also, on the other hand, as I see it, a very cute animal, and how they are playing with their cubs, how they are playing as cubs, and how loyal they are towards one another. So that's the qualities that I aspire to have from this animal. All right, so from there we go to the bear. The bear is once again another very powerful, fearless animal that, especially the mother, would do anything she can to make sure her cubs are safe, to feed them. And personally, I love bears, especially very small cub bears, and the way they are playing together, they are really smart, and the way that the mother would do whatever she can to protect her cubs, and that, at least how I see it, you can see in the way the bear is catching salmon. So from there we go to the salmon. It represents for me an animal that would do anything towards all odds, even if it seems impossible, just to do whatever it knows is the right thing. Because the salmon is a fish which born in one place, then through its whole life goes in different rivers, different places, and then once it's about to die, it goes along the opposite side of the current sometimes even jumps through waterfalls, do whatever needed to get back to the same place it was born, just to mate and give birth to new salmons. So even when they have no energy left, they do anything left in their arsenal to get back to where they know they have to be, do what they believe is the right thing, is what they have to do. And after they mate in the specific place they were born in, they die. So I see it as like dedication to whatever you know is the right thing to do. Whatever you know you have to do is the right thing for you. Right, so from there we go to the writing. Be loyal to yourself. So firstly, I want to say that in the loyal, it's not a mistake that the A and L in the very ending of the loyal are big letters. It represents my name, Amit Levy. So I'm just saying that because a lot of people was asking me, oh, what happened there? It doesn't look right. Why are the A and L in the ending are big letters while the rest is the right way? So yeah, the thing is, be loyal to yourself, as I said, means that you have to do whatever you feel is the right way for you. Never give up on yourself. Never give up on the right way you feel like living. If you know that something makes you happy, do it. Don't listen to anybody else who tells you that what you're doing is wrong or that you are living the wrong way. Do whatever you feel right with. And that's just a way to remind myself what really is important in life. What really is important for me, how do I want to live, what is part of me. And that's the reason that in the loyal, my name exists in the very ending as Amit Levy, because I'm loyal to myself, and that's who I am. It's part of me. So I think that's it. It was a pretty long video, and if you got to this point, I want to thank you a lot. And please, if you are interested in these kind of things and you like the video, please make sure to subscribe and like the video below, so you make sure to not miss future contact. And stay tuned for next videos. Thanks a lot.